Reverend Charles Stickley, a preacher of the Word and Gospel.
His compassion went far beyond the walls of the sanctuary.
A comforter to people who are sick.
I don't know how he knew, but Rev appeared at my door on the eve of scheduled exploratory surgery to determine whether I had cancer. I do know I was afraid and worried, and his presence brought such comfort. I was not an isolated recipient of his personal attention. He did this for everyone.
He's touched a multitude of lives. He started a radio ministry known as Morning Meditations and broadcast every week. And you can hear him on WKNY every Sunday morning at 7:30.
The real magic of Reverend Stickley is his approachability, his ability to relate to everyone, and his sincerity in those interactions.
He had a connection with everybody that he met, and he quickly became one of those people that went by one name, like Cher or Elvis, and he was simply known as the Rev.
My ministry began in a place called Muskegon, Michigan. When I graduated from Western Theological Seminary in Holland, Michigan, I moved up the road 33 miles to my first church. It was an inner city church, which we stayed with for 10 years. And then, by a fluky accident, I received my book from the denomination. It said that the Hurley Reformed Church is looking for a new pastor because their pastor is going to retire. We accepted the call to Hurley, and we were here 33 years.
As he went out into the community, he had a gift for speaking.
He was also known as the motorcycle Rev, and he would wear his collar everywhere he went, and he would use his motorcycle to shut-ins, people in the hospital, and anybody who needed his comfort.
His love of community and the impact he made on his community was apparent over and over again.
I was in the Hurley Fire Department for 33 years. I was major in getting the ambulance for the first time. I also served the town of Hurley as the chairman of the Ethics Committee for 3 years. I was very active in the American Cancer Society, the Lions Club for a long time in Hurley, the Kingston Hospital Board, and people have asked me, why do you do all those things? And I said, because that's one of my concepts of how we serve God. I have always had two concepts in my life. I'm not going to rust out, I'm going to wear out. Number two is, if you want to serve God, serve other people. If you cast your bread upon the waters, it will come back to you sevenfold. But you first have to cast your bread upon the waters. You have to help other people.
And I have to correct something that people may think. He did not retire.
He still fills the pulpits of many churches in the area.
And he continues to be virtually as active as he always has been. He walks a little slower, but he gets there and he does the job. Reverend Stickley will teach you. He'll pray with you, pray for you, comfort you, and always be your friend. And I know of no one more deserving of the Len Cain Heart of Ulster County Award than Reverend Charles Stickley. Congratulations.
I thank first of all my wife and my family. They are my support in many of the things that I do. I want to thank the people of the Hurley Reformed Church. I want to thank all of the people in the area of Kingston who endured me for all the things that I've done in the area. And I'm grateful to the Chamber for honoring me. I feel that it's not a deserving thing for me at all. I was simply doing my job. And by doing that, I volunteered, I cared, I loved, and I was a part of the lives of people along the way. And that to me is the greatest gift that God could give me. And I thank all of you for what role you played in that gift. And all of God's people said, Amen.